I joined the Mentorship, and then from start of December, which is when it started going well, 37.
Less than 20 days.
And this is literally a dream. The best decision I ever made, for sure. Changed my life, honestly.
You made 4K yesterday?
No, it was 5.7 now, and now today is better than yesterday so far. It's always in the evening, so we're on 3.5 right now. 3.5K.
And we're talking about pounds, right?
Yeah, this is pounds. So in dollars, it's yesterday would have been like
7,
yeah, maybe something like that.
Oh,
It's mad. Yeah.
crazy.
No, thanks for having me on here first. Yeah,
Oh,
cheers.
for sure. How is it?
I mean, it feels mad. Like when it first started popping off, I think it was December the 3rd. I can actually remember it. One video. This is all on YouTube. One video just started popping off, and from like 50k views or something, I got like £500 in sales. And from that, I was like, "Oh, I'm onto something here." And then it literally throughout the month, I mean, you'll see it literally just goes up and up. And every day for like a week and a half now, I've had a record day. So it's literally just tough. And yeah.
But no, let's get into your story, man.
For sure.
How's everything going?
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, I started back it was actually a year ago now. Yeah, just about a year ago I started. I had my first like proper product. I started getting sales with it in January, and then all throughout, basically from February till now, that product's done, I think, about 20k. It wasn't anything mad. And then I joined the Mentorship. It must have been July. I'd seen Mikey's videos and just all the, case studies as usual. When I joined, it was just like summer break for me. I had 11 or 12 weeks off because I just finished secondary school. I maybe tested 3 or 4 products over the whole break, and I just felt like I just didn't put as much work in as I should have. And also I was like, for some reason, I was so shy to get on calls. I didn't join a group call or any call at all until like maybe 2 months ago. I mean, it's mad. Like, and then yeah, after the summer break, when I'm now in college at first year, I just decided, let's go for it. Like, I just got to start making the most of this. I mean, all the information that's available from you guys is just too much to like miss out on. I started booking calls, and then this was must have been maybe the 6th product or 7th product I tested throughout that time. And yeah, she just popped off like crazy. Mad.
Let's go through the numbers.
For sure. Right, this is just today. One thing I will say as well is it's so nice to have a better conversion rate. On my old store, my conversion rate was like 0.4%, and now it's much higher.
Mm-hmm.
If we look at last 7 days, we've done
and this is even excluding today.
Yeah. Excluding today. So it was like 20. If you're doing actual last 7 days, you're 26k. And then from start of December, which is when it started going well, 37. Like, mad. Yeah, one thing I'm just trying to focus on right now as well is I want to make sure that this isn't, I mean, even if it is a Christmas wave, that's great, but I need to make sure it stays more long term. So I'm just really trying to get the videos out. And
so yeah, just for context, this is 47,000 USD. How much of that is profit?
Right now, the margins are about 50 to 60%. It's a bit unclear because I was speaking to you in the chat about I'm switching suppliers left and right, just trying to find the best shipping times and prices and stuff like that. But yeah, 50 to 60%.
Yeah, 30,000 in profit, like less than 20 days.
I know, like,
how is it, man? Is it the first time those numbers?
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever. So literally, when I hit the 1k day, I remember posting in the chat. I hit the 1k day, and I was just, like, oh my gosh! And then it just started going up and up. It was crazy. But obviously, it being Christmas now, it's just perfect. I've been able to like buy my family loads of like good presents and stuff like that. So what do I buy? I don't want to say too loud. So my dad's into like, he does a lot of like sports and like kite surfing and all the action stuff. So I bought him the newest GoPro with like the full kit. It was like £500 or something. And then I got my sister some like really fancy camera, and I haven't actually got my mum anything yet, which is a bit bad, but I'm looking. They've been with me like from the start. My parents have been really like, luckily they've been really open about it. Obviously now they're really like, right, taxes, we need to, sort out all of that. So we've started looking into that. But
how old are you?
16. So yeah, it's sick. Oh, I'm so glad. It's the best decision I ever made. I literally remember the day like bought it. My mom was here and she was like, "Is this really what you want to do?" And she was very good about it. She was like, "It's your money. I'm not going to stop you." And then like when I showed her the results the other day, I was like, "I told you it'd pay off." And she was like, "You know what? That's been the best decision you've ever made." So
insane. So how did you make the money initially? if it was your money?
I had a job at a bike shop, just before I started doing like drop shipping, and that was paying like £5.50 an hour or something like that, which is about $6, $7 an hour. I'd saved up. I'd like to think I'm quite good at saving, so I'd saved up quite a bit of money, and I knew I wanted to start drop shipping or something good. And I remember telling people at the bike shop, oh yeah, I just don't want to work here anymore. It was 10-hour shifts or something. It seems like out of a film. They literally laughed at me and were like, just give up, just don't even try. That's literally what they said. I literally remember two of the guys, they said that to me, and I just, it gave me the motivation. 2 months, 3 months maybe. Yeah, it was just full, like, last year, every day, no sales, like none, because I just didn't even, I was putting all the work in, but a lot of the times doubt, it's the biggest thing. I just doubt the product, or I blame all this other stuff. And then in February, when I found that first product and I got my first sale, it was like, oh my gosh, even though I calculated the margins wrong and I only ended up getting like $3 profit off it, one sale, I was so happy. And then from there, I just, over the course of the next 3 months, I just put like all the work in because I saw the results. And then, it died out through summer a bit, which is where I slacked off. But no, back on it now, it's just crazy. Yeah.
How was it doing it by yourself versus with like guidance and a mentor?
By myself, it was so, honestly, looking back in it, it's so much more difficult because I just didn't know all of the ins and outs of, how to do it. It was kind of like, oh, I'll test this, test that. If it goes wrong, and I was just a bit all over the place with everything. Product selection as well was horrid for me. I just couldn't pinpoint good products. And I think really the 30 product list, all of that stuff, it just helps so much, and having that feedback. And then obviously, with guidance, when I started hopping on calls, I could literally see the results from my videos every time, getting Jacob's advice, getting Patrick's advice for the website, Tobias as well, applying them. That was the best thing, that, the advice they gave me, when I apply it, you can see through the views and the numbers that it's actually, it's working. It just sets a much clearer like line of sight, I guess, in terms of how to do everything.
I think this is a very important point for everybody who is already in the program, is not asking questions enough. Get on the calls as much as possible. The program is worthless if you don't use it. It's literally
exactly.
If you don't use it, this is not a video course. This is us looking over everything you do. And if you don't show us what you do, we're not going to look over everything you do. So make sure to actually do that. And obviously then you're going to see the result. For you in the beginning, like, what were you thinking not doing that?
I think that, the biggest thing was I was just afraid of getting my videos shit on. But like, that's what you need to just take into account, is like, you're not going to improve if you can't have feedback. And like, it was stupid of me because I just thought, oh, they're going to call my videos bad, blah, blah, blah. I was really sensitive and all that. I just had a realization, and a friend actually told me, he said to me, what are you doing? Like, you've literally got guys out there making millions and you're not using that to your advantage. And I thought, you know what? Since that first call, I've been booking calls every week. I've made sure to, because I want to make up for that lost time. If you join, make calls. For sure. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give.
Make calls, go in the group calls, do as much as like
everything,
as personal content as possible. For you, what specifically helped you the most within the calls?
Mainly like structuring the videos well. Jacob's advice was really good about kind of like videos that are I found videos that convert well, storyline as well. I've really started to get my storylines better, because beforehand my structure was all bad. Like, they weren't very engaging. I just say genuinely, structure of the videos, just understanding it. And I think even though that's like one thing, it's, for me at least, it was so important. It helped it work so well, especially with the YouTube audiences.
I think now looking back on the initial videos you had in the beginning, I'm sure it would be much more much easier to identify where the issues were.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
This is something where you just don't see it if you don't see it. If you don't know what the issue is, you're not going to identify the problem. And this is what the main part of everything, because you can post 1,000 videos, you don't know why they're not going viral. They're just not going viral. You cannot pinpoint it, but later on you get it.
No, it's good. It's getting there for sure. No, it's good.
How many videos have you posted?
I think it's something around 50 right now. So when I started, I was like, with this product, I was posting twice a day, because I had two different products at that time. So I was actually doing 4 videos a day. This was during college as well, so it was really stressful. I took your advice. I made a Google Calendar. 61 videos. So then I was posting twice a day for 2 products. In fact, no, it's 3 that time. So 6 videos a day. Then when I started seeing results with this one, I won't lie, I did drop off the other 2. I was really struggling with them. They were quite hard products, I think Jacob said. But right now, because it's just turned the Christmas holidays for me, I'm looking to make a second account for it and then post another 2 on there, so 4 a day, because right now I'm still doing 2 a day. I'm just looking to kind of grow it more. Because I think a lot of people, I don't know if this is your advice, but a lot of people, when they start getting results, they post once a day. But I don't know if I'm at that stage yet, and I quite like to just push it.
It's just because you should focus, like, after your content itself is really good, you should only focus on quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
No, if you feel like you can do 2 quality videos a day, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
For you right now, what's the goal? What's the plan for the next, like, 6 to 12 months? Where you want to be at?
Keep finding winners, like keep making money. I don't know. I definitely want to keep the money. I don't want to just go spend it all. I want to think more long term about this for sure. Definitely just keep drop shipping for the foreseeable future, because that's what's worked for me. Yeah, just keep putting in the effort. I just want to keep testing more products, because if I can find another winner, then obviously I'm still pretty young. There's not much I can do. I can't move out. I can't, all of that. Definitely save it up and put it towards, in the future, then invest it into other methods and whatnot. So it's good.
You said you're currently going to college, right?
Yeah.
How long do you have left in there?
College is a bit of a weird, like the timetables they're not set. So with school, it used to be 9 till 3. Whereas with college now, some days I'll only go in for an hour and a half. Other days I'll go in for 8 hours maybe. So right now, per day, the work that I put in. So if I've got a day at college, a full day at college, during break and during like a free period in there, I will just edit my videos. I'll sit in the library, do that. And then when I'm at home, if I'm at home in the morning the next day, I'll then film all the videos for 3, 4, 5, or maybe 6 videos in that morning, and then spread that out across the next 3 days, because it's always it's quite hard working your way around the timetable that college has.
Do you plan on finishing college, like, in the long run, or do you see
I think, well, with in the UK, from what I know, college is like you have to do it, or you drop out and you have to like get an apprenticeship or somewhere. So right now,
is college in UK like high school?
Yeah. It's high school. So it's not university yet. I mean, even my parents as well, like they're really like, you have to do college. So it is annoying, but I think once that's out, and especially right now, I'm handling quite well in terms of the work I'm putting in. I'm putting in 6 to 7 hours a day around college, which is working. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it makes sense that your parents wouldn't want college, because like it does make sense. For my brother, he also, like, he stopped school after I think the 10th grade. Like, basically when he was 16, he just like dropped out of school.
Yeah.
It made sense that my parents were not super against, like they were against it, and it took a lot of convincing, but because they had like the proven concept in front of them.
Exactly.
For the older brother. All right, makes sense. But for you, obviously, like, some guy
so new to them,
it doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure this is the right way to go. And depending on the numbers you're gonna do, you have a shit ton of time. Like you have a lot. 16.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no stress here. What were your goals initially when you started with dropshipping?
When I first started, the goal was just it was to get the first sale. And when I got the first sale, it was then to get, the first £100 day, and then £1,000 day, and now, 10K day maybe. I don't know, I won't call it, but I think just be able to put in the work when I want, like work when I want to, basically, and just have the money to be able to, make the people around me happy. Because to be honest with you, I don't really, right now, I haven't spent any money on myself, really. I just I hope that my family's going to like their presents. So, no, the goal when I started was just, get rich. I don't know. Like, I'm not there yet, but we're getting there.
I would say, like, your family and friends, it should be the only place you should be allowed to spend your money. Like, anything else is a waste. But this is actually good. Like, if you're buying your parents presents, it's good. It's good. This is what you should be doing. You should be setting a percentage as the limit. If this month you made, let's say you end the month with maybe 30K profits. Let's imagine, probably it's going to be way more, but actually, it's definitely 30K. Take 20% and go ahead, do whatever you want. The rest, just leave it there. Do that for a few months, and then let's see where things go. Because especially at 16-year-old, like, no money should be spent for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can you, like, now, after seeing all of this, like, did you ever see yourself doing another job, or did you have another plan on doing something specific before this happened?
No, I literally started documenting. I got a journal that I've been documenting for about a year now, and literally at the end of that, every page is just no plan B. Like when I started, it was never, I just made sure, because I think that sort of commitment for me is what made it work. I didn't want something to fall back on, and I don't really want something to fall back on now. And I know that is a bit of it's a risky mindset. Obviously, finishing college will, give me that safety. But in terms of a job, I'm not interested right now. Like, I don't see myself going back to a job. I don't want to see myself. I just, keep working. And
how's your like current like average day? Like how much work are you doing, etc.?
with it being the Christmas holidays, I'm doing about 6 or 7 hours, the same as usual. I can't lie, I'm waking up a bit later because just having that bit of freedom. But yeah, I film in the morning. I get all my filming done. Yeah, I will say I'm quite a slow filmer, and also the product is quite, like, I have to go out. I think I wouldn't try it indoors. I've seen people try it indoors, but doesn't work as well, I don't think. But yeah, and then in the afternoon, just edit all the videos, and then obviously the customer support, all the fulfilling the orders right now is taking a while. But yeah, probably around 6 or 7 hours a day right now is what I'm doing. So
yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like you can keep this pace. Obviously, if you have a second thing you're doing, it doesn't matter if it's for you college, you have a second thing. With a second thing, not do like 8 to 10 hour days every day consistently, because it's obviously going to take too much time. But you just have to prioritize the actual time you have. The right way.
For sure. Yeah.
Right now, the main thing is just not getting complacent at all. And sleeping in, it's already to me a red flag because trust me, you didn't make it. Keep that in your head.
Exactly.
Make it at all.
That's exactly what I said to my parents when they saw the first 1K day. That's the mistake I made before, 100%. Like, and that's what I've learned from you guys. When I made my first, I think the best day I've ever done with the old product was like £800, maybe something like that. So not amazing, but I remember literally the day after that, I was like, yeah, I'm rich, easy, like, lovely. And then I literally, it trickled back down. I'm like, oh, why did it happen? But I made sure I kind of expected, I've prepared for the worst in terms of like a sale just suddenly falling. But when I first got that 1K day on like December 4th or something, I just made sure I got to keep it consistent now. Like I have to keep the numbers consistent. And obviously, not getting my hopes up, because I just move on to the next product as well. Like I need to get another product up and going. So yeah.
Exactly. So these are the two things. Like the top mistakes you can do right now is like actually three. Number one is like getting complacent and starting to show. Number two is spending your money. And number three, you need to start thinking about taxes and all the accounting.
Yeah.
Like all the back end stuff you actually doing here, because you don't want to start off this way. You don't like also in your position, you need to think about the long game. And if right now something is going to be fucked up, and then your parents see that you have like some issue with the government or something which they see alarming and panicking, that can change a lot for you as well. You want to have them on your side, and if you think about it, this is something which they don't want for you. Like if you have like tons of tax issues, they're going to be like super skeptical the next time you start so this is something you always need to keep in mind if you're in the position you're at right now.
I just need to get my head. We've literally got I've already messaged, like we've got an accountant kind of ready, so that's good.
What were the main challenges so far?
I'd say the hardest thing, waking up, putting in the work, and then at the end of the day you just see zero sales, or like your videos flop, or all that. It was hard, but it gives you more motivation to just like hit it harder the next day and just always try and improve your videos, because that's what I've noticed. Lots of people, I've really tried every video I've tried to make better in its own way. I found at the start, lots of people, they'll post one video that they put all their effort into, expecting it to go viral. It doesn't go viral, and then their videos from there just like fall in quality. Whereas I tried to do the opposite, and that seemed to work. So yeah.
What would you tell like a complete beginner just starting out? What's the main advice you would give?
Just start. Like it seems stupid, but so many people, since when I was still in school, I used to work in school, as in like with my computer, I used to just do it at break. People used to come up to me when they heard about I was making a little bit of money back then. They were like, oh, I want to start, I don't know how, blah blah blah, and they just end up doing all this research, all of the classic weeks of research, saying, oh, I know everything now, but they don't apply any of it, and then by that time they give up and say, oh, it doesn't work. The best thing I can say is just start and don't stop. Like just keep going no matter what, because even for me, I know I didn't put in as much work as I should have over the first 2 months, but it's an example. When I started applying it, it took me maybe 2-3 months to then find this winner. And exactly like you said at the start of the course, it takes usually 1 to 2 months and you're gone.
A couple of months you actually putting in a lot of work and then start making money. It's a very obvious thing. The thing people don't understand, knowledge by itself is completely useless, and like a theory without practice is not real. It's not applicable. And it's the same reason why like I would never ever trust my marketing to like a marketing student. Like a person who's like studied market. Why would I care about somebody studying marketing without
They
doing
haven't
it?
done it.
Why would
Yeah.
why would I trust them? They don't know actually what they're doing. They just know the
Exactly.
theory of what to do in specific cases.
Yeah.
When something goes wrong, what then? If it's not the specific scenario you learned for, it's useless. So the same thing goes for starting a business, and like seeing this as the life path you have. It's very obvious that no theory ever is going to replace your job. Nothing other than you putting in the work is going to replace the job ever. It's very simple. And most people just think that a business is much easier than a job, which it's not. It's more difficult, but it's also more rewarding. People just get paid for the risk, because no matter what, if you go to your job, you get paid. Like with organic or with business, you can work for a month, don't make anything, and then
suddenly
you can lose money
Yeah.
while working 8 hours a day. It doesn't happen on a job, but that's why the payoff is so big. How would you generally describe the program and working with us, etc.?
It's just too much source to handle. Like, there's so much information and so much help. The constant help, the one-to-one calls are literally the best thing ever. I don't really know another mentorship that actually follows through their word, because I've seen all the, we do one-to-one calls and they just don't, or they do knockoff ones. Yeah, these ones, they have genuine professionals that have clearly, like, you've mastered the craft in terms, like Jacob, he's clearly having that information, and that constant feedback is the best thing that I can say about the course. Always there when you need it as well. Like, you can just book a call on the spot if you need to. Feedback for sure. And especially from people with experience, because lots of people, they give feedback and they don't actually know much, but it's crazy. Like,
it's literally half of the game. Like, getting revisions and getting mistakes just shown to you instead of finding them through thousands and thousands of videos is a cheat. And it actually is a cheat. Like, you by yourself, you could have posted 3, 4, 5 times the amount of the videos you did so far, but without specific changes, which people told you, it doesn't change anything. You need to see what the issue is to actually change it. And that's what we do.
Exactly.
The same thing we do with a product. So it's literally just us looking over your sheets and telling you what's a good product, what's a bad one. And for everybody watching right now, if you're interested, you can click the link below, sign up for a call. We see if it's a good fit, and then we get started or don't.